All right, thank you for coming, everyone. We're going to go ahead and get started with an opening prayer. Yeah, you can begin.
If we could pray, dear God, we are so blessed to be in your presence once again. Thank you for this opportunity to get together in the name of your Son, Jesus Christ, to learn something that will help us in our financial well-being so that we can spread the gospel and bring the good news to other people. Bless the speaker of the hour, bless our family, bless everybody who's on their call. Be with those for whatever reason could not make it. Be with our church, be with our pastor, be with his wife. Um, Protect us in this storm that's coming. Thank you for this technology. It's in Jesus' name we do pray. Amen.
All righty. Well, we are in for a treat today. I'm going to turn it over to our speaker who's going to talk to us about traveling, being a travel agent, everything you need to know about traveling and saving money and making money.
Yeah, I
Miss
like to
Alicia
tell.
Spratley Mills.
Hello, hello. Thank you guys for having me. That was an awesome prayer, Mr. Johnson. So thank you so much. We receive all that. Um, so I won't be before you too long, but I will be strong with the information, right? And so I'm going to the way it's going to set up. It's casual. It's a business meeting, but we all look. My sponsor always says we're family, right? Friends and family. So we just going to talk about this awesome, amazing opportunity that was shared with me. And Michelle, right? I shared it with Michelle, and so just want to share that with you guys. And then I'll play a video. It's about 10 minutes long. It's going to give you a nice overview of the opportunity, and then we're going to come back and address a lot of things that was not in the video. We're going to talk about some facts versus myths. So you got to promise me you're going to stay with me to the very end, right? Nobody can jump off because we're going to address any of the elephants, no pun intended, right? In the room after the video. And then we're going to really walk through the 8 streams of income that's available in this opportunity, okay? And I'll give you get to know you guys a little bit as well as give you a little bit more about me as well. Is that okay?
Yeah.
We good to go? All right, so I am going to share my screen. Let's hope this technology works. All right, here. And I'm going to share my screen first. Can you guys see it?
Yes.
Okay, awesome. So I like to talk about this because we are here all for a purpose, right? I'm in the right space with you guys, right? And so I definitely have a passion to show you how to earn some profits, right? And so this is going to really talk to you about our pathway to financial freedom um, in the travel space. And so before I even start sharing the video, let me go ahead and get to know a little bit about you on the line with me, right? Who are you, right? Are you a traveler, right? Were you like me and Michelle and Miss Zelda and Mr. Johnson, right? Before they got into this opportunity, right? You were already traveling, but you were doing so as a consumer. So do you like to travel? Right? Drop in the chat. The chat is active, so please drop in the chat if you can. But do you like to travel, right? Do you want to travel more, right? Do you book your own travel, right? Because a lot of people are booking their own travel, but you don't realize what that is, what you're doing, what you're leaving money on the table. I personally, I will tell you, I was not booking my own travel. My husband and I was traveling all over, but I have a travel agent. I had a travel agent for almost 10 years. And so until someone shared this amazing opportunity with me. So for my girls' trips and everything like that, of course, I had a travel agent. For some of the family trips, we used her as well. But my husband was the Expedia king, right? He always booked our family trips on Expedia. So I don't know if you guys are using Expedia, right? But that's my story on the travel side, right? Who's looking for to supplement your income? I know nowadays with this economy, we all should have multiple streams of income. We cannot rely on a single source nowadays, right? Are you close to retirement? Have you already retired? I'm close to retirement. I know I don't look like it, right? But I'm counting down the time, right? I'm counting it down. Are you planning for the future? A lot of times we are living for today, right? Because everything's going up except for our income a lot of times, right? And so are you looking to supplement your income? Or are you just a family or friend of Zelda, right? And you're just here because you're wondering what it is she was going to talk about today, right? She put a flyer out there, talked about travel for less. I'm intrigued. Let me just hop on and see what this is all about. Either way it go, if you said yes to anything on here, we're going to be able to check off those boxes today, okay? Let me share this next one here. So who is Felicia Spratley Mills, right? I reside here in the Henrico, Virginia area, right in Verina, over here by the airport. And so I'm a wife, I'm a proud boy mom, and I'm a true boy mom, right? Of one highly active son. I always tell people I have 2 kids in one body because he plays 3 sports. Right. And so we're playing sports all year long. And so he's definitely keeps me busy. I have been in corporate America for 26 years. So I work a demanding full-time job, and I also run this business on a part-time basis. Okay. I started back in November 2021. That was post-COVID. When I started, we were still doing things like this. Everything was Zoom. We weren't doing anything in person. And so what I love to express about that is this opportunity, the product that we are sharing, which is travel, it is pandemic proof and recession proof, right? Because most of us started our business and are thriving, in the pandemic and post-pandemic, right? I am what they consider a one-star director, right? And you'll learn a little more about that after you see the video, right? And if you have questions, we can always talk about that too. But all that means is I have at least a team of 100 people, but I'm actually leading a team, a very diverse team of over 200 people. And that looks like people like myself who work in corporate America, people who are lawyers, who are doctors, who are other entrepreneurs, who are teachers, who are other law enforcement. You name it, we have it. Stay home moms, college students. We have a little bit of everybody on my team and actually in this opportunity, because guess what? It's for everybody. Someone can benefit from this business regardless of their profession. Okay. I'm also a success coach. So like I mentioned earlier, I shared this opportunity with Michelle, who also is a one-star director. Okay. Again, I'll get a little more into that when we start talking about those income streams. But that is enough about me. I'm going to share this video, and then I'll come back and we're going to talk about it. Okay. So let me do here. Bring this over here. Let me move you guys out the way. There we go.
Welcome to Net Marketing, the best place on the planet.
A place where financial freedom, personal freedom, and time freedom go hand in hand.
A place where you can design the life you want to live, where you can earn more, travel more, and experience more.
Building a network of like-minded people benefiting from the exciting, global 24-hour-a-day world of e-commerce.
And earning lucrative travel commissions while you learn the secrets and advantages of being a travel agent.
Founded in 2015 by former Air Force Desert Storm veteran and entrepreneur, Mr. Donald Bradley, with corporate offices in Atlanta, Georgia, has operations in over 20 countries. Solid, secure, and prepared for massive growth.
The company is known for its solid leadership, global experience, and turnkey home-based business solution. And Mr. James Ferreira, co-founder and president of IntelliTravel, our exclusive travel partner. Located in Delray Beach, Florida, IntelliTravel is one of the most trusted names in travel since 1991.
The original home-based travel agency, they have a coveted A+ rating with the Better Business Bureau and are accredited and certified with all major carriers and organizations, and have the awards to prove it. Now, as you may or may not know,
Every time a flight is booked, a car rented, or a hotel reservation is made, somebody earns a commission. And that can be the beginning of a beautiful business. And when you become a travel business owner, the entire world of travel is open to you. From family reunion cruises to destination weddings, corporate retreats to alumni excursions, airline tickets, car rentals, hotel stays, even event tickets like concerts or sporting events, even trains, excursions, even vacation home rentals. And every single transaction, commissions. Commissions that you earn.
and the timing? It's perfect. Already the world's largest industry at $8 trillion per year, experts are predicting it will hit $15 trillion in the next 10 years. Travel is already the #1 searched for item on the internet. And with baby boomers retiring and millennials already spending $200 billion a year, you will agree this is the perfect business.
Think about it. Virtually every single person you know travels. Why not get paid on what they're going to do anyway? How does it work? Well, when you become an independent travel agent, what we call an ITA, you get a completely turnkey business with everything you need to succeed. A state-of-the-art website and booking portal, exclusive inventory, world-class training and support, business cards, sales tools, a complete email marketing system, and, best of all, the ability to earn between 70 and 80% of all commissions paid on any and all travel booked through your site. And that can add up to a lot. Just look at these examples.
Chances are that you know some serious business travelers. If they book through your site instead of one of those no-name sites, not only do they get great rates, but you would earn over $150 in commission on a typical 3-night stay. Know any golfers? Help set up a 5-day golf event for a foursome in Phoenix and earn over $270, even if you don't even know how to swing a club. Anyone getting married soon? How about being the hero that helps book a dream honeymoon to Cancun? The newlyweds get luxury accommodations, 5-star service, and a butler. You get over $560 in commission.
Okay, one more. A group cruise. You book 20 cabins for a family reunion cruise to the Caribbean. Your reward? $2,240.17. How many of those could you do in a year? In a month? And this is not cut-rate vendors or cheap unwanted inventory. We're talking about the best brands in the travel industry. Literally hundreds of the world's best brands right at your fingertips.
And for those of you who want to dive in and become full-time travel pros, we offer the best, most comprehensive training in the industry, but not in some stuffy classroom. Because as an IntelliTravel agent, you have access to our exclusive IntelliTrips. How about $4.99 for 3 nights in beautiful Negril, Jamaica while you learn about tropical beaches? Or Punta Cana, 4 days, 3 nights, 5-star all-inclusive for $720 per person, while you become inspired and equipped while you earn your luxury travel advisor certification.
That's what it's all about. Learning your trade while traveling the world. And backing you up, the best guarantees in the industry. The best travel price guarantee. The no questions asked 100% money-back guarantee. And a unique profit guarantee. Nobody else in the industry offers that.
Now, don't get us wrong. Making money in travel is one of the enjoyable and most exciting ways to earn a living. But for those who want to take it to a whole different level, we offer the ability to build a team. To show others the advantages of becoming an ITA. To capitalize on what we call leveraged income. To earn residual checks like rock stars and actors. Because Warren Buffett said it best, never rely on a single source of income. You must invest to create a second source.
What exactly is leveraged income? Well, let's imagine you're a car mechanic. You fix a car, you get paid. You fix another car, you get paid. You go on vacation, cars aren't fixed, you don't get paid. Now imagine you own a garage. You have 6 mechanics who work for you. Every car they work on, you earn an income. Even if you are on a tropical beach somewhere. That is leverage.
And at Planet Marketing, we have multiple ways for you to leverage, like $50 for every direct sale, a 50% check match on all personal referrals, and up to 6 levels of team bonuses. And as you rise through the ranks from bronze to silver to gold, more bonuses, more checks, more commissions. And residual income? Well, because of our amazingly generous 3x9 matrix, you can earn hundreds, thousands, even tens of thousands a month, every month, like clockwork.
And if you decide to go full-time, our phenomenal Fortune 100 Style Director program, where extra bonuses can grow from $500 to thousands of dollars per month. And as a director, you can earn Sapphire, Ruby, Diamond, and even Double Diamond. Even a diamond-encrusted Rolex, the pinnacle of success.
Now, it is important to remind everyone watching that not every person who joins Planet Marketing gets a diamond Rolex. In fact, some people make no money at all. Everyone watching this has the exact same opportunity. Male or female, young or old, educated or not, everyone has a level playing field. The more you do, the more you make. It's that simple. And a huge part of the Planet philosophy? It's not just about making money. It's about teaching you tried and true financial principles along the way, showing you how to create wealth, generational wealth.
Our pledge to you, it's one of the most unique in the world. When you become a Planet Marketing Director, you and your family is protected because in the event of your death, the Planet business you've built will outlast you. Your family will still receive your Planet Marketing weekly commissions, director pay, director bonuses, and monthly residual income. That is our pledge. And behind you every step of the way, talented, caring leadership that wants you to succeed, providing you state-of-the-art tools, training, and events.
Tools like our phenomenal phone app that makes sharing videos like this as simple as pushing a button. Like our exciting international conventions, where you get to meet the leadership, rub shoulders with the top earners, and possibly get to walk across stage yourself in front of thousands of cheering colleagues. An exciting, dynamic, and growing industry, multiple streams of income, and support. Everything you need for the perfect business.
How do you get started? Simple. We offer 3 different ways to get started. The most popular is our $199.90 plan, booking travel and selling the ITA business through simple tools and videos like this, leveraging the benefits of 2 great companies.
And that's it. A phenomenal industry with picture-perfect timing. The only question is, where do you see yourself fitting in? Are you a 1? You see the vision, the timing, and the money, and you're ready to get started. Are you a 2? Meaning you like what you see, but have a few more questions you'd like to get answered. Or are you a 3? You're just not interested.
But whatever you do, don't think too long. Make a decision. 1, 2, or 3. And if you decide to join us, know this: we will do everything in our power to help you succeed.
And welcome to Planet Marketing, the best place on the planet.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Y'all still with me? All right, all right. Think I still see Miss Judith here. I don't see anybody else. I think they may have their cameras off. So I like to reiterate some things because, of course, the commercial gives us everything we need to know about the opportunity, but it is a commercialized, right? It was 10 minutes. And so for me, I'm very green. I'm an accountant by trade, right? I didn't mention that earlier. I'm an accountant by trade. So when I saw the video, I had a whole bunch of questions. And because I had a whole bunch of questions, I like to make sure I address those questions when I do this presentation. I currently work in the IT space now, but definitely an accountant by trade. And so opportunity, as you see, who are we, right? It's a 2 US-based independent companies, right, who work exclusively together to create the perfect travel income producing platform. It is 2 companies. It is 1 investment, 2 companies, right? And so Planet Marketing, we just hit our 10th year in October of 2025, right? So the exclusive partnership between IntelliTravel and Planet Marketing has been around for 10 years. Now, the product of travel, which is our host agency, is IntelliTravel. They've been around for over 34 plus years, right? And I like to emphasize that because it's not like we just got together with a company that's a fly-by-night company, right? They were the first actually home-based travel agency there is, right? And so that's who we are partnered with. And the product is travel. right? It's not going out of business, right? I don't care what business you have, what career you have. For the most part, everybody is going to use the product of travel in some form of fashion, right? So that's definitely a win-win there. Both companies are debt-free. They're both A+ rated with the Better Business Bureau. And they are both IRS documented. And that was the hint, clue for me. This is a legit business, two of them, two 1099 businesses. And to be transparent with you guys, if I may, I only joined because me and my husband needed some tax shelter. Okay. We were tired of paying Uncle Sam back an arm, a leg, an eye, a nose, and the ears, right? So we were already traveling. So it just simply made sense to make what we were using a part of a business, right? We just turned our passion into a paycheck. That's it. That's all. But what I didn't know, which is what I know now, is that there was so much more than travel, right? There are 7 other streams of income attached to this opportunity that we will talk about. And all we had to do is simply share the opportunity with other people so they can actually benefit like us. So for all of you that are on the line, go ahead and tell Zelda, thank you, right? She thought enough of you guys to have us on to share this opportunity with you. Because guess what? She could have kept it to herself. We have no quotas and requirements, right? We have no quotas and requirements. She is not required to share anything with you guys. Her and Mr. Johnson could have been on their next trip, booking it themselves, earning their own commission, and you guys wouldn't have had a clue, right? You would have thought either she booked it herself or she used a travel agent. But she thought enough of you guys to share this opportunity with you. And that's really what it's all about, right? Planet Marketing has paid out over $350 million to date, right? IntelliTravel has booked over $5.5 billion with a B dollars in travel. Again, an industry that's fast-paced, that's going to continue to grow. I don't care what's going on. Like I said earlier, it has been proven to be recession and pandemic proof. Okay. We are operating in over 20 countries and we continue to grow in that space as well. All right. So just a recap of the income, because I told you I was an accountant by trade. So I like to talk about the money. So we're going to break it down because they mentioned it very fast in the video. IntelliTravel, that's our product. We earn income by one way, and that is if we book travel, right? We earn 70 to 80% of the commission by booking travel, whether it's for ourselves or other people, because you don't have to book travel for other people if you don't want to. I'm truly my own best client, okay? But we get immediate access to everything. And I think for me, it was overwhelming because I never knew how to book travel before, right? I told you guys I had a travel agent. So when I signed up, I'm like, oh my gosh, the whole world of travel is now at my fingertips. You actually get access to everything, right? You can book any and everything. So a lot of times people think of it as just being vacation packages, which I love. And that's why I use the travel agent, because guess what we get to do? We get to pay for our flight and our resort stay all together. And we get to have a payment plan option. No extra money, just what we have access to, because only travel agents typically have access to that, right? Unless you're financing a trip and then you're having to pay more than what it's actually worth, right? And so we get those benefits, but it's also hotels. You can have a staycation right down the street, right? Rental cars, cruises. Michelle Henderson was always that person who worked with a travel agent and always planned and organized her family and friends cruises, right? Before I shared this opportunity to her. Right. And so cruises, excursions. So when we're on vacation, Mr. Johnson, did y'all do anything fun when y'all was in Antigua? Did y'all do anything fun?
On the beach.
Just on the beach. Hey, that's okay too. But if you do go somewhere and you like to take those tours and you're zip lining, ATV riding, me and my husband love the horseback ride, right? When you're doing those things, guess what? We earn commission off of those things as well. Those concert tickets, those NFL tickets, those NBA tickets. Yep. We have access to those things as well. Private yachts, you name it, we have access to it. It is anything, all things travel and entertainment, right? We have partnerships with every major supplier there is. When I started this business, it was around 65,000 travel business owners at the time. Now we have over 140,000. And I've been in the business for a little over 4 years. So it has over doubled in that period of time. Okay. And so it's continuing to grow because everybody's already using a product. Why not make it a business, right? They talked about those guarantees. There's no risk. Now, I don't know about you guys, but first of all, I never knew that when you book travel, that there was commission baked into everything. I didn't know that. I mean, I knew my travel agent was probably charging me a little more just so, she can earn a profit, but we don't even have to do that over here because there's commission baked into every price. We just don't know it as consumers, right? So that was the big thing for me. But then this is an investment because it's truly a 1099 business. So what business do you know that gives you guarantees? 3 of them at that. I can say, you know what, this blazer a little snug. I can return this if I don't want it, right? And within 30 days and get my money back. But a business, I wish somebody would give me some of my money back in the stock market that I done lost over the years, right? Because they definitely don't do that. Business, they do not do that, right? But we have 3 guarantees over here because we know the product, right? And so the best price guarantee that they talked about, what that looks like is if Zelda, as an example, quotes a vacation package for Judith, and Judith goes and said, you know what? Let me go price point it over here, one of these other online agencies, right? Let me see if she can match or meet the price. And if she can't, guess what? The company will give her 110% of the difference. So you can use that, Miss Judith, in the credit. So you can book your next trip, right? And that's just so Zelda does not lose a client. Now it has to be apples to apples. It can't be, you quoted Spirit over here, and she's giving you American Airlines over here, right? No shade. I'm an American Airlines girl, but I have flown on what I call the soul plane because sometimes it just makes sense, right? Because if it makes sense, it can make dollars. But it's not the same when you're talking about a package, right? When you're thinking about a package. So it has to be apples to apples. And so that's one of the guarantees, right? Then you have that 30-day money back. Like I said, you can try this business out. You can come in here. You're going to have immediate access. I already told you that, right? You can come in here, book your trip, take your trip, test it out, right? Go on the beach, put your feet in the sand. And then you know what, Zelda, Felicia? I don't want to do this. I would rather continue to travel as a normal consumer, continue to give this money to somebody else, to those online agencies, right? Leave money on the table. We're going to be sad to see you go, right? I'm going to have you tell Zelda, get in touch with me, get in touch with Michelle. We'll show you how to close your business. We're not going to hold you hostage. It's a mutual relationship, right? But within 30 days, if that is what you decide to do, you can cancel with no problems because we don't have any contracts. We're not going to hold you hostage, right? You can cancel your business and get your money back, no questions asked, 30 days. But we all know, I know me, especially when I transitioned to this new role in the IT space, it took me longer than 30 days to figure out what I was doing. Matter of fact, it's been a couple of years in this cybersecurity space. I'm still learning, right? So, 30 days goes by really fast. So that 1-year profit guarantee says, listen, if you stick with us for another 11 months, allow us to show you how to use your business, right? If you don't make or save what you have invested in this business, the company will cut you a check for the difference and make you whole. So that way you are not losing. And guess what? You still get to keep your business. Like, what they do to that, right? Like, that's unheard of. And that is, again, it's because we know this product is tried and true. It's travel, never going out of style, never going out of business, right? And y'all, I can't figure out how to put my hand down on this thing. Let me see. This thing got my hand up. I think it's some new stuff now. When I was moving my hands and stuff, it started lowering my hand. There we go. All right, it was throwing me off.
Okay.
And so sorry about that. Look, see, this is real time. We real people doing real things, right? But yes, and so that's all the things. And so travel incentives. Can we travel? I think, Judith, was it you that said, oh, this is right on time, but the travel? Or was it someone else earlier when I was listening to y'all talk? I should have wrote y'all names down because somebody was like, this is right on time. But do we get travel incentives? Yes, we do. But this is not a discount club. I actually have business partners who were a part of those discount clubs before I introduced this opportunity to them. You're paying for a discount. There's different tiers and things of that nature. We don't have that over here. Again, this is a 1099 business. You will be a travel business owner. You will have a home-based travel agency. Okay. And so just like if you were working for like Nike or someone like that, you would get discounts, right? You get perks. There are definitely perks of being in the business, right? Because our partners, guess what? We're their mouthpiece. This is how they advertise, right? So they love to offer us things. There was just Michelle got to take advantage of it. I didn't because, of course, my W-2 is very demanding. So unfortunately, I wasn't able to get on a call the other day. But one of our suppliers was offering a free cruise. All you had to do was get on the webinar for an hour.
Mm.
That's it. That's all. Right. And so we have those things that happen all the time. It's just all about whether or not you have the ability to be able to take advantage of it. My husband and I, we did a family and friends cruise in 2024. Right. And for the very first time, I didn't know what I was doing, you guys. I called Carnival 50 million times. They pretty much helped guide me through the whole way. Right. And I booked that cruise, charged my family no extra money. They had a payment plan and everything. And I came home to a commission check of $3,400. That was enough for me to run my business for 5 years if I wanted just to put it, put the money aside, right? That money would have went to Carnival. It would have stayed with Carnival. So all we're showing you guys how to do is how to put yourself in the middle of the transaction. Michelle, I was telling you about, she was booking planning all the cruises along with the travel agent because I went on one of the cruises with her before. She came into this opportunity. I'm going to be honest with you. She gone now too. I think she was at a funeral, but she said no to me, you guys. When I first shared her this opportunity, she said no. Know why? Because she was too busy. Guess what? We all are. This business was designed for the busiest person. Because I said earlier, we have no quotas and requirements. Nobody's going to hound you. But whatever it looks like for you, whatever you want to achieve in this business, we're going to be here to support you and show you how to do that. So because I knew she was still planning that cruise, and because I love her so much, I'm like, I refuse to let her leave this money on the table. I gave her a little space, but then I came back. And guess what? It was perfect timing for her because her travel agent hadn't been responsive. And so she ended up listening to the same presentation, signed up the same day. Next day we got together, booked her cruise herself. Her commission check was over $6,000, y'all. $6,000. And
Wow.
that same cruise, she had less people. So that means it had less cabins. Oh, there you go, Michelle. You in the car. Line I'm flying, right? We don't do no line over here, right? It's facts tell, stories tell, right? It's all about facts. And so at that point, guess what? The rest is history. Like we will never travel. You always say never. We will never travel as normal consumers again. But what Michelle and I did not know was that we can help so many more people. So let's talk about those streams of income. All right, on the Planet Marketing side. So what we have over here, we got one stream of income with travel. On our travel side of the business, we book travel, whether it's for ourselves or other people, we earn commission, 70 to 80%. On the marketing side, which is the side that nobody wants to talk about, marketing, network marketing. Guess what, y'all? It's a real industry, a valuable one at that. And we do it all the time. We just do it for free. Because Zelda, your hair is cute. Who did that? Your nails look nice, right? Who's your nail stylist? Your nail tech, right? Who's your barber, Mr. Johnson? You know what I'm saying? We share stuff. What's your favorite restaurant? What resort did you go to in Antigua? Because that's on my bucket list. Well, not really a
St.
bucket list, right? It's a to-do list at this point because I'm in the business. So it's just a matter of when we're going to do it, right? Yeah. But we share stuff all the time, favorite restaurants, all those things that we enjoy, we share with people all the time. We just do it, and we do it organically and very natural. The only difference is when me and Michelle and Zelda now share something that we enjoy, we get to earn an income from it. That's it. That's all. That is it. That's all. So that's that first stream of income. You see that $50, right? You share the opportunity. Zelda, you share the opportunity with Judith. Judith said, you know what? This makes sense. This just makes simple. This just makes sense. And so guess what? She partners with you. The company's going to pay Zelda a $50 next Thursday. That is unlimited, right? She can share as many times as she wants with people, as many times from Monday through Sunday, and we get paid on Thursdays, right? That $25 is what we call a 50% check match. This is what I really love because guess what? You don't have to do anything with the transaction at all. So when Michelle shared this opportunity with Zelda, the company paid Michelle $50 on a Thursday, and they say, hey, Felicia, the person that you shared this opportunity with over 3+ years ago just paid it forward, and they paid me $25. I didn't even know Zelda. I didn't even know Zelda. Matter of fact, I didn't even know
Hey,
until I
we
looked
just
at my
met.
app. We just met. I looked at my app and I said, "Ooh, congratulations, Michelle. Thank you." We don't make money off of each other. We make money together. And what I love about those two streams of income is, guess what? It is unlimited and it's weekly. 2 E's, no A, right? You share this opportunity with 4 people between now and tomorrow. The company's going to cut you a check for $200 on Thursday. Okay. And again, we're sharing stuff all the time. We just normally do it for free. That's it. That's all, right? That $4 to 118,000 residual, that is the residual component of our business. I love this, right? This is kind of like Michael Jackson money. We just, you more every time the song is played, right? He's somebody in his family is earning some income. That's what this looks like. And then so what happens is every time you come into the opportunity, on the video, if you heard it say the matrix, right? It's a team building matrix. I like to think of it as a stadium, right? Every time you come into this opportunity, you sit in a section in the next available seat. Think of it that way. And so whether I'm bringing people into this opportunity, Michelle's bringing people into this opportunity, Zelda's bringing people into this opportunity, they're going to fall in the next available seat. And then just think of that being $4 attached to everybody in that seat. Okay. Now it's a team building thing, right? We're not going to we don't make money off of each other. It's a team building thing. So it's just like a potluck. You come to the potluck, if you're going to eat, you got to bring something to the table. You got to bring a dish, right? So you do have to introduce at least 2 people to the opportunity to be able to unlock this matrix, your residual component, okay? And I'm going to tell you, I was so excited when I got my $8. I'm telling you, I'm like, because it actually works, right? This is residual income on the 10th of the month that I get. And that $8 turned into $80 to $800 and on up. Okay. And I'm here to be honest and transparent with you. It is possible. If I can do it, anybody can do it. Okay. The team bonuses, what that looks like is, we talked about on that video, it said bronze, silver, gold, right? The CEO of the company, he's a sports fanatic, right? All that means is if you introduce 3 people to the opportunity, you become bronze. If you introduce 3 more people to the opportunity, you become silver. If you introduce 3 more people, you become gold. That is the top of our builders program with only 9 people, less than double digits, right? That's the top of the builders program. That is the gateway to directorship, which is where Michelle and I are. Okay. And so when you reach that, you actually open up 3 more streams of income. So that $10 bonus goes 6 levels deep. And so now when Michelle pays this opportunity forward, so she did that with Zelda, the company paid her $50 plus $10 for her bonus because she is a goal builder. Okay. It goes 6 levels deep. Guess what? She's a 1-star. So she also got another $10. Okay. And that's how that looks in real time. Same thing for me. I would have gotten, if she wasn't in her position, I would have gotten the 25 plus the $10. Okay. And then you have that 10% travel commission override. What that looks like, that $6,000 check that Michelle got with that cruise she booked, the company paid me $650. Something like that, 630, six something. It was 6 something, right? And I was like, even now, I'm like, when you booking your next cruise, right? And so, but again, because I have reached the top of my builders program, this is not taking any money from Michelle. That's what I love about this thing. It's not taking any money from her. The money that she was going to earn, because what was baked into that price for that commission, she got all of it. But because I paid this opportunity forward and introduced Michelle to this opportunity, the company says, Felicia, thank you. Because of you sharing this opportunity with Michelle, she has booked X amount of dollars in travel, has earned 6,000 plus in commissions. We're going to give you a 10% override just to say thank you. Is that good or good? Right? And then you got that 10% residual income override at that point. What that looks like, I like to call this the double dipping, because we already got $4 per person that falls in your matrix, right? Well, when you're a goal builder, when now Michelle is earning her $4, her residual component. So if she's earning $100 as an example out of her residual component, because I shared the opportunity with her, she is someone I personally sponsored, the company is going to give me $10. Again, I'm already getting the $4 from everyone, but then also the CEO he literally says, let's break the bank. right? So he has made this aggressive compensation plan. So there is no way you can lose. You're either going to win small or you're going to win big, but there's no losing, okay? And then you got the bonuses. So now Michelle and I are both directors, right? I know the video says if you want to go full time, you can become a director. Guess what? Most of us, the majority of the people in this opportunity, we are all part-time. So we are here to tell you that you could become a director on a part-time basis. She is running that daycare and doing everything else at the church and all those things, right? And all the other sororities, she and I both, right? We are busy, right? Demanding full-time job. But guess what? We work our business in the pockets of time that we have. And we have been able to help over 100 people. That's a big deal for us, right? Because it's all about helping people. This company was literally founded on people helping people. Okay. So on the first of the month, the company pays Michelle and I $500, right? And so that goes up to $250,000 because we have 1-star directors all the way up to 10-star directors. And we just got our first 7-star director out of the UK just a couple of months ago, right? And so what that means is there's room for opportunity. The only difference between us and them is that they heard about this opportunity before we did, right? Their network may be bigger than ours because guess what? She is the first 7-star, but she started this business years after the first millionaire did. So now we actually have 8 millionaires in 10 years, you guys, 8 millionaires. When I started, it was 3 of them. I've been working on my job. I told you 26 years. They don't pay me $1 million a year. So if I can devote all the time and energy that I do in this demanding full-time job that I love, don't get me wrong, I love it. And I truly am trying to ride this thing out for retirement because they owe me at this point, right? But if I can give my time and energy to another company for somebody to build the hopes and dreams of somebody else, why can't we do it for ourselves? Does it happen overnight? Of course not. Is it going to always be easy? Of course not. But it's so worth it. Right? This is a willable business. Michelle and I win, not if, when something happens to us, when we perish, we have a legacy to leave our families. My son will be able to collect every check that I collect today because of this business. That good old salary that I love, when something happens to me, it stops. He's not going to get a dime of it. My life insurance, yep, he'll get that. It's a nice one, yep. But what if he chooses to go ahead and just buy a house and pay it all off or whatever? Then life that's gone, right? This business is a willable business. It's true generational wealth here. Again, the founder or the CEO of this company, this is what it was about. Ordinary people being able to make extraordinary income. But whatever it looks like for you. We were on the director spotlight today with a lot of our business partners from the UK and the West Coast area, right? Most of them started this business because of the product. I told you I started because I needed tax shelter. But when you realize what we have available to us for such a very economic price, I like to say this is truly the gateway to entrepreneurship. I didn't have to worry about a business plan. I didn't have to worry about how to figure it out myself. Like I didn't have to go get a loan from the bank to start my business. I didn't have to pay for consultation. We are a voluntary army. You guys, I can do the same thing I'm doing for Zelda right now. I can do it for you guys as many times as you want me to. Michelle and myself, right? You're not going to be in this business. You'll be in business for yourself, but not by yourself, okay? Let me recap real quick what I said, and then I'll open it up for questions. 2 businesses, 1 opportunity, right? 1 price. Price is what you pay. Value is what you get. We like to call it Wi-Fi wages, right? We can operate our business wherever Wi-Fi is available from your smartphone. I'm going to be transparent with you. When I'm dealing with travel stuff, I'm on this computer because I need to be able to see. But you can definitely work this business from anywhere. When I'm at home, I'm on my computer. But when I'm not at home, on both sides of the business, of course, I work it right from my phone. Some people, some people don't need the computer. I'm old school. I kind of like to use my computer, but you can just use it, work it anywhere Wi-Fi is available. You get immediate credentials. Like I said, within minutes of getting started, it takes about 10 to 15 minutes to start. to sign up and get everything. You'll get all your credentials. And so that CLIA and IATA number, those are all credentials in the travel industry space that people actually are looking for that cost thousands of dollars to get. I actually have a cousin who's what I call a traditional travel agent, because guess what? She doesn't have access to the other 7 streams of income, but she's been doing it for over 30 plus years. And the things that she has to pay for every year, we automatically get. Right. And so we have unlimited training. You have free certifications, on-demand training videos, webinars, knowledge sharing, one-on-one coaching, you name it, we have it. I like to tell people, guess what? We probably have so much training, but we'd rather you have too much than not enough. Right. You'll probably be sick of us just because we have so much information to be able to share with you. But you plug in when you can. When you can't, you can't. Most things are recorded. Like I said, this business was designed for the busiest person. So most things are recorded. As a team that Michelle and I are on, we actually have a whole training portal and platform for our business partners to be able to walk you through step by step of how to be successful in this business. Okay. You'll get valuable access to various private groups and six-figure success coaches. You get websites in your back offices, 2 of them, because we got 2 businesses, right? A fully functional booking site. So instead of the Expedia.coms and the Booking.coms and the Priceline.coms, it'll be your.com. You actually will have your own booking site. All the updates for both websites for both companies will be handled for you. You have a multi-million-dollar back office to help grow your business. There's so many trainings and things available to us from both Planet Marketing and IntelliTravel, again, to help us be successful along with us, right? Your new family. One-time investment. That's it. That's all. One time. You never pay that $199.90 again. Let's round it up. I told you I'm going to count by trade. Let's round it up. I'm going to give you 10 cents. Let's call it $200. A one-time investment for $200, right? You still got those 3 guarantees that I talked about. But when you sign up today, as an example, that'll be March 24th will be your first 30 days. And that's when you will start paying your monthly operating costs. That is that $59.90. So let's break down.
February is January.
Thank you for saying. I'm saying March. I'm trying to speed up. I don't know why, because March. Oh my goodness, don't even talk about March. This budget time in March. Budget time in February too at this job. But anyway, sorry. February 24th will be your first month of operating costs, and so let's just break down the costs, because I know on this video it showed it in like 3 tiers. That's because we like to be transparent of how the money is broken out. And so the $199.90 is $19.95 for Planet Marketing, right? That's your gateway to the travel side of the business. That's the side that offers 7 streams of income that I talked about. $19.95, right? And then you have $179.95 for IntelliTravel. Okay, so together that is your $199.90. One-time investment. Never have to pay it again. No hidden fees, none of that crazy stuff, right? A lot of the certifications and things that Michelle and I both have, guess what? We got them because of our monthly operating costs. We didn't pay anything extra. And if you do have to pay something extra, it might be what, $20, $30, but that's a tax write-off because it's a part of your business expenses, okay? The $59.90 is broken out between $19.95 again. Same price for Planet Marketing, doesn't change. I like to tell people the cheapest part of the business is the most rewarding financially, right? So still $19.95, and then you have $39.95 for IntelliTravel. Together, that's the $59.90. I like to stress that because when you sign up or when you see it, of course, it's like it breaks it up in parts. It's the $19.95, the $179.95, $19.95 every month, $39.95. You'll see both postings, both companies on your financial statements, okay? Because it is one investment, but 2 business opportunities, okay? Let me just open it up for questions. A lot of times, too, I will say, and I'm gonna stop sharing my screen so I can see you guys fully, if that's okay. People say, Felicia, why I have to have a monthly operating cost? And I'm like, because you will be running 2 legit businesses. any business has overhead, like
Mhm.
a profitable one anyways, right? And so that's what it is. And what is you're paying for? You're paying for your 2 websites, right? You're paying for all your legal fees, all your contract negotiations, all your license and bondage and things like that to be able to sell travel all over the world. All those things are included. So I like to say, you know what? If we had a lemonade stand, guess what? We got to have operating costs because I got to buy the Dixie cups, the water, the sugar, the lemons, right? It's no different over here. And that's what that operating cost is for and why we pay for that. Okay. Um, do you have to build a team? Absolutely not. I told you I did not join this business to build a team, but it was kind of like by default because I wanted other people to have access to the same things I had access to. Why not share? And that's why I said, go ahead and just tell Zelda, thank her, right? Thank her because she could have kept it to herself because we're not required to share it. We're not required to share. I don't care what career field you're in. Like I gave you an example of all the different ones on my team. I don't care how much money you make. We want to make more money or save some money, right? And definitely be able to capitalize off of some tax benefits. The way this government set up is definitely not for the working class. We are, not me, not the class I fall in, right? And so this is, you kind of have to have a business nowadays. If nothing else, the people in DC, they support businesses. If nothing else, regardless, right? And so we have to have some multiple streams of income. COVID have showed us, if nothing else, we can't rely on that single source of income. I know people were getting let go, losing jobs left and right, right? And so we can't rely on a single source of income. And so I always tell people, hey, why not have a plan B while your plan A is still good, right? While your plan A is still good, why not have a plan B? Less than $2 a day, you get to operate 2 debt-free businesses. Though that monthly operating cost is tax deductible, that $199.90 is tax deductible. And as a travel business owner, guess what? Those travel expenses, they become our business expenses because we have to travel to be able to learn about our industry that we're in, right? So that's where I get that tax shelter, right?
Mhm.
So I always tell people it makes sense. If it makes sense to make dollars, right? It's a no-brainer. Let's take our brain out and it still makes sense, right? Like I said, no quotas, no requirements. Whatever you desire to get out of the business, we're going to be here to support you. That's it. That's all. Open up for any questions you may have. I'm here. I'm an open book.
All right, thank you, Felicia. Does anyone have any questions? I know it's a lot of information, but when I first heard about it, I was like, wow, I'm doing it anyway. I'm traveling, I'm booking my own travel. I might as well get a commission back. And what sold me is that I don't have to keep the commission money. If you don't want to make money, you can donate the money to your church. You can donate it to your charity of your choice. So that way you're not only helping yourself by saving money on your travel, but whatever money you do get back, you can give it to someone else to help them.
I'm glad you said that, Zelda, because a lot of us, right, we like to fund the kingdom, right? Prayer is good, but a lot of times to help people, we need money to be able to help
Yep.
people. And so that's what I love about this business as well, right? Is that, and sometimes we look at things and, you know, people be like, well, I don't need it. And that's great. Thank God we don't need it. But not everybody in our circle or around us or that we come in contact with is as fortunate, right? And so this allows us to be able, this vehicle allows us to be able to earn some additional streams of income to be able to fund whatever it is in the kingdom, right?
Okay.
And so, and being able to, like I said, for me, it was more about entrepreneurship at a very economic price. Because I know for us, we knew we needed some tax shelter, but we didn't want to go into debt or take, have this big
Right.
expense
Business
just to
loan
be able to,
and
business loans and all this stuff,
Mhm.
having to pay for, especially for a traditional business. We didn't want to do that just to be able to have additional tax write-offs. Like
Right.
at the end of the day, and then it's like, does that make sense, right? And so I'm glad you said that. And then I also want to mention, because I tell you one thing about it is knowing that you're investing in good stock in a business that people truly, like I said, care about people. The founder, CEO of this company, him and his wife started a foundation, and they help women in shelters. And so throughout the year, we contribute to that as well, right? We have various fundraisers. And so that makes, again, it's about people helping people, right? And the product of travel, that's the little special sauce on it, right? That's just the
Right.
icing on the cake,
Mhm.
right? That's really just the icing on the cake. I've never done anything network marketing related before ever in life. When my sister used to always tell me about it, I'm like, absolutely not. And most of it was because of the product. Like I didn't want to have no inventory. I didn't want to have to be dealing with dragging stuff up in this house and moving it all around and things like that. I didn't want to have to try to convince somebody to buy something. I just, I didn't want to do any of that. But travel, I'm like, I can be my own best client if nothing else, right?
Right.
And I don't have to have that inventory, right? And that's the part that's unique, right? Because it's not a tangible thing. It's literally the investment is entrepreneurship. It literally is entrepreneurship is the investment. And so, I like to, sometimes we like to say, we don't have lotions and potions over here, right? We just got beaches and oceans. That's it, right? The world of travel. That's what we offer. So yeah, any questions? I would love to take any questions. If any, I don't want you to walk away and have a question and not get your question answered. So you can make whatever your decision is, I want you to be able to make an informed decision with all the facts. Thanks for the presentation. Okay, awesome.
Okay.
Thanks for joining us,
Thank you,
Sonia.
First Lady. All right. I do want you to talk about travel insurance because that's
Mhm.
kind of built into when you're booking your travel. You just pay a one-time fee or something
So
to
for
get
travel
travel
insurance,
insurance.
yep. So for travel insurance, we have partnerships with companies like Allianz who actually offer travel insurance. And so if you've ever been traveling, most of the time that's the most popular people use. We have a
Mhm.
partnership with them, right? And so what that looks like, we can get insurance for ourselves or our clients if we're booking for them, and we get to earn commission off of that too.
Okay.
Yep, that's what that looks like. Simple and easy. Pretty much anything in the travel space. I know when I go on vacation, you walking around and you see all these vendors and suppliers are offering different things, and it's like we got partnerships with all of them. Those are
Okay.
for the consumers, right? Those are for the consumers. We're in the industry just like them, so we're partners. But yeah, insurance is available. A lot of times, depending on the supplier that you use, you can also add insurance, with them. I know,
Mhm.
for example, American Airlines Vacation is one of Michelle and I's favorite suppliers. And that's just because my husband and I was flying American Airlines before I joined the business. And so now we get to use their vacation arm and I get to earn miles as a travel agent. So when I'm booking my trips, I can earn miles as the agent. And when I'm doing my own trips, I get to earn miles as the client. So I get to double
Mhm.
miles.
Okay.
But American Airlines does offer like departure insurance. And so we can also get that as well. But then of course they have the trip insurance to cover, when you're on your trip, lost luggage and all those things. Of course, we will be able to get access to other insurance, outside of that we can earn commission off of. Even down to the parking lot. You know how you park when you're on flying, you're going away? And you park in the little parking lot. I think it's called the parking lot. And you park to keep your car there at the airport.
Mhm.
Guess what? They're one of our partners. So we can book
Okay.
and earn commission off of that too. The
Okay.
scooter, my mom, she has really bad arthritis, unfortunately. And so a lot of times when we went on that cruise or when I take her places with me, she needs to have a scooter to be able to really get around so she can enjoy herself. We got
Mhm.
partnerships with those companies. So I
Okay.
book commission. I book their scooter, I get commission off of that. You
Okay.
name it, we have it. And I always say now, I don't care if it's $20. That's because what it is we whatever commission is baked into the price, because we're agents, we get to see it, right? We get access to it. So
Mhm.
I'm like, I don't care what it is. If it's $20, I want my $20, right? Because now I know there's commission baked into every price.
Mhm.
Before this business, I didn't know that. So I never thought about it, right? But now it's like when you know better, you got to do better, right?
Mhm.
But yes, we get commission on those things as well.
Okay.
Yep. And then Michelle and I, we went to Dubai last year. That's what, kids got out of school. I took my 14-year-old. Look, this is what we're doing for the summer. We're going to Dubai, right? And so it's only
Mhm.
because of this business. right? So when you talk about perks, I told you it's not a discount club, not a travel, not a timeshare, anything like that. It's true entrepreneurship in the industry of travel, but we get perks. And so because of that, I was able to take him. It was cheaper for me to take him to Dubai than it would have been for me to take him to Cancun.
Mm-hmm.
Right? The Virgin
right.
Voyages cruise line. I don't know if you ever heard of them. They're for adults only, right? Me and my husband went there last year for my birthday. I paid less than half of what it costs for one person for less than half of what it costs one consumer to go for two people.
Okay.
Again, when you know better, you do better. Now that I know this stuff, there's absolutely no way we're ever going to travel as normal consumers again. Right? Right, Michelle? Like, never. Right? And like I told y'all, she told me no the first time. She was too busy. Guess what? Almost 4 years later, she's still too busy. But she's too busy with a legacy because she's helping other people. She's too busy with a legacy because she's helping other people.
Right.
And like I said, everybody's goals are different, right? Your season maybe is going to be your season. Your time is going to be your time. But why not have access to what we have access to? And we don't make you choose this or that. You can have this and that, whatever that looks like for you.
And with our church, we take a trip every year with the married couples ministry.
Oh,
So all the married couples get together.
And all the married couples can book their own trips.
Right, I'm going to book their travel. I'm going to get the commission. And then we're going to use that money to put back into the married couples ministry.
Yep. Or have those married couples partner with you, Zelda, right? And you and Mr. Johnson. And no, seriously, because for me,
by that part of it, yeah.
Right. And so for me, because I tell people I'm a little different. Michelle is like my travel guru, right? Because she was planning travel and doing all the stuff. She just wasn't getting paid because the other travel agent was getting paid for it, but she was doing all those things. I literally did not know how to book travel. My husband, like I said, booked our family stuff, and then I had the agent. But for me, it was a little different because I didn't really know travel. It was easier for me to share the opportunity with people because it was one of those things we can learn, earn, and grow together, right? I can figure it out. I can get us help.
That's right.
But for me, it was bigger than making money off of somebody. I truly wanted to make money with them. And so I grew my business literally as fast as it was, because when people found out I had a travel business and they asked me, could I book a trip for them? I'm like, because I was scared to book travel because I didn't really know how to book travel. I was like, what if I could show you how to do it yourself? And you can make your own commission, your own money.
That's right.
Not just on this trip, but every trip. Right. And that's literally how I grew my business. That's still my motto, right? Because I know enough to be dangerous. I have certifications and all those things, but I truly want people to be able to benefit off of the product like I am. Some people, it's just not going to be for them, right? It's just not going to be for them. The timing may not be right. And that's okay. I do have a couple what I call VIP clients that I book for them, right? I pretty much book at least one trip a year for them. And they know about this opportunity. But one of them told me straight up, Felicia, I'm lazy. What you tell me, it makes sense. What you tell me makes sense, but I'm lazy. And I'm like, I can't argue with that, right? Because we know anything good requires some level of effort, even if it's just you having to book your own trip, right? But she prefers me to do it. And I'm like, okay. But she knows, right? And I always tell her, when it switches, when you decide to at least test it out, I'm gonna be here for her. I'm gonna be able to show her how to do it. I've had clients that I booked for, and now they are my business partners. If I'm not mistaken, Zelda, that was your situation, right? Michelle booked a trip for you, and now you're her business partner, right?
No, she never booked a trip for me. I
wanted her to,
and then she was like, "Why don't you just do it yourself?"
Right. And that.
Right. Oh, okay.
And it makes sense, right? And so that's usually what happens, because most people don't know something like this exists, right? Like I knew I had an agent for almost 10 years, but I thought she had to take all these classes and, all this training and all this stuff. And I'm like, don't nobody have time for that?
You can train on the job while you're sitting on the beach.
I didn't know that back then. I'm like, man, for 10 years, I could have been this business earlier. Like somebody should have shared this with me earlier. But timing is key, right? Somebody would have shared it with me years ago. I might not have had the right mindset, to be
Right.
honest, right? Because a lot of times that's what it takes too, is the mindset. I've been working for 26 years. At the time it was what, 22 years when I started. I truly had an employee mindset. I
Mhm.
was not my husband. My husband, of course, works for, has a job as well, but he has more of an entrepreneur mindset. His motto is scared money don't make money, right? You gotta be able to be willing to take a risk. And I'm so green, y'all. I was not. I'm like, I need to know where my money coming from on the 12th and the 27th, right? And
Mhm.
so this business, I tell people, is bigger than travel because I have learned how important it is to also not rely on one single income, but to have multiple streams. And I am very much an entrepreneur mindset now. I show up at my job a little different. I manage people, but guess what? It's different when you're leading people over here, right? Showing them how to be able to acquire the same things. And so it's really a high compensation plan with a personal development with a high compensation plan attached to it as
Yep.
well. I
So
didn't get
we have
into
a
this business for
question.
that. Yep.
We have a question in the
For group
chat.
travel, like family reunions, do you handle payment plans? Yep. So, yep, you handle payment plans depending on what you decide to do for your trip. Like I said, I did the family and friends, I did the cruise. Of course, Carnival now has the ability. They didn't have it at first when I did mine, but everybody is evolving and enhancing their product. But you have an ability to have a link, like a booking link, that you can actually send to your friends and family so they can actually make the payments directly to the supplier themselves. When Michelle and I did the Dubai trip, the supplier that we used, that capability was there. And so we basically just paid the deposits, got the link, sent the link out to them. They were able to make their payments based on however they decided. Typically, the rule of thumb for most suppliers is that you have to have the trip paid off within 45 days prior to the trip. That's usually the rule of thumb. But not all supplier partners that we have offer that link, that what we call the affiliate booking link. Not all of our suppliers offer that, but you will, there's different tools that's available for you to use to help you manage the payments for those group trips. Most definitely. Yep.
Yep.
And like
Any
I
other
said, and you have
questions?
you have deposits. They'll have low deposits depending on which supplier you choose. They have low deposits and payment plan options. And that payment plan option can literally look like I'm putting down $200 now, and then my 45 days, I'm paying the rest of it off. Some people, you don't have to have, it's not like a requirement where you have to make payments every so, many weeks or months or anything like that. It looks different for everybody. So you really truly can customize the payment options for people. And that's what I like too, because everybody's schedule, payment schedule and, is different. Yep.
Mhm. Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Any
Yeah.
other questions?
You make sure you sign up for you on the Judith, make sure you on that family reunion committee every year. Make sure you be on that every year. So Michelle does that what? Michelle, you do what every other year for your cruises, your family and friends cruise?
Yes, ma'am, every other year. Yes, and Judith, even if you are, if it's you all just going somewhere or whoever, and you need to book hotel rooms, you actually can set that up, block off the rooms, however many rooms you need. You get commission from them. They pay when they get there, but you receive commission. So you can block rooms off and
Yep. Do room blocks. Yeah, a lot of people that and you can come in the business too. And some people have a certain niche, a little the specialty that they like to focus on. So a lot of people just focus on group trips, right? They don't do the individual trips. And so a lot of times, for planning for things like the Super Bowls and those big events and stuff, they'll do those room blocks and stuff like that too. And we have IntelliTravel has like a groups department where you can work with them to make sure your contract, because when you're doing things like that, you'll typically have a contract with the supplier. So you'll be able to get with them and they'll read over everything, make sure everything is buttoned up, right? So that you can be able to take advantage of that as well. I'm in the process of booking a group trip for a 50th birthday, but a little different. Sometimes we'll show you different tips and tricks, but we'll book them individually because you don't want, like, say now Felicia can't go. Now Felicia not being able to go has changed the price for everybody else, right? We don't want that, right? And so we'll book them. So I'll book individual rooms and flights and everything for each couple that is going to go on this trip. But of course, the package plan that's available for the person who is turning 50, she just shared her link that I created for her. And then they're just making their deposits. And so everybody's kind of, you have your own trip, your own booking, but it's not tied to somebody else's in case something happens for them and they can't can't go on the trip. And now everybody has to pay more money, right? So there's different things that we'll show you, different options. Like I said, we have access to every major supplier there is. There's no right or wrong one. You pick, just like anything else, you pick which one you're most comfortable with. Like I said, American Airlines is who I was flying with at first. So a lot of times will book a lot of my trips on there, but we have other suppliers that we use as well. Sometimes we have some suppliers that when you book a certain amount of nights, they'll give you free complimentary nights based on that. And so, of course, if you got a group or you got someone that's going for at least 5 days, maybe it might make sense to maybe use that supplier so then you can get 5 days out of the deal too, So it just depends on what's going on, where people want to go. And what you're looking for at the time as well. A lot of times I pick and choose based on if I'm booking for other people. Sometimes I'll pick my supplier based on the deposit amount, because not everybody can really afford a high deposit. And so sometimes the low deposits is more economic for people. And then they still have a payment plan option, but sometimes it's easier for somebody to put $200 down than $500 sometimes, right? And so sometimes I make those decisions. But guess what? I'm my own travel business owner. So I get to pick and choose, how I want to do things. I did not mention this, and I know people often will have this question. Flights. Flights by itself, because flights, we all know flights are expensive. Flights are regulated by the FAA. The government has their hands all wrapped up in that. And so there's no contract negotiations and things like that on the private sector for discounts on travel, on flights. But we do have the ability, like I said earlier, to do the packages where you have flights and your hotel together, which is a payment plan option, which is still a really win-win versus being able as a consumer still having to book your flight all at once. But yeah, there's no discounts on flights. We wish. So yeah, I forgot to mention that because that was one of my questions. I was like, do we get discounts on flights? But yeah, FAA has their hands in that. So.
All right. Any other questions?
Use those
No.
flights as business expenses.
What'd you say, Michelle?
I just want to say, but you still get to use those flights as a business expense. Just because you can't
yeah.
earn commission on it, you still get to use it as
Right
a
off the
business
expense. Mhm.
Yes,
Yep.
ma'am. Anything I'm spending in travel or entertainment as a travel business owner is my business expenses. Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And all we doing is taking pictures, telling people where we went to, and all the same stuff we were doing anyway as consumers. We're just getting compensated for it now.
That's
That's
right.
it.
That's the beauty of it.
Yep. They were getting free promotions from us before, right? Now it's like now I'm
Right.
getting some back. When we come back home, we come home to memories, pictures, and memories and a commission check.
Okay. All right, we're gonna
Awesome.
start wrapping things up.
Okay.
Do you have any other
Awesome.
questions?
No, there's too many announcements.
Oh, we have some announcements before we close out. Thank you so
Okay.
much,
No
Felicia,
problem.
for this presentation. I could not have done it any better. So I'm glad you were here and available to do it for us.
Anytime.
I was excited about it. I just signed up a couple of weeks ago and I
Mhm.
just, I don't even have my business up and running yet, but it's coming.
And that, like I said, and I
So,
applaud you for not waiting. And that, I think
yeah.
sometimes people wait and like, let me figure it all out ourselves. No, because
Hmm.
time is money, and people
Hmm.
are looking for things people could use and benefit from things. And so being able to do this at the beginning of the year, of course,
Yeah.
when people are looking to see, from a financial perspective, what they're going to do different this year or what options they may have, and even as they plan their travel. And so I definitely commend you,
Yeah.
Zelda, for not waiting. Like I said, you guys gonna learn, earn, and grow together, right? And that's what it's about.
I
It's a
already got a
travel
few trips
industry.
lined up that I need to
Right,
book now.
right,
I don't have
right.
time to wait.
Right. So, so
Mhm.
kudos for you for, sharing this opportunity at the very beginning when you knew it made sense to you. So why hold it? Why keep it from everybody else?
Right.
Right.
And
So awesome.
anyone who
Kudos to
wants to
you.
sign up or is interested in more information, just get in touch with me, Michelle or Felicia. Either one of us can let you know more. Also, Lashar, she's one of our church members. She's a member of IntelliTravel as well. I was talking with her the other night and we were sharing ideas. So either one of us. All right, you want to make announcements?
All right, I'll make an announcement for the upcoming programming. Our next session of the Personal Finance Ministry be again by Zoom. We're going to finish out the book, Wealth Building Secrets from the Bible. We'll begin chapter 7. It takes about 20 minutes to listen to chapters 7, 8, 9, and 10, and 11. So we're going to clear out all those chapters and finish the book. That will be on Saturday, February 28th at 1 p.m. Be on the lookout for the Evite links for that. Also on March 7th, that's the following Saturday at 11 a.m., Gwen Carney will come back. As you all know, she's a member of the church. She's a certified public accountant. She'll do her annual tax talk. Let us know what the newest and best and worst tax adjustments have been made for this year. And she always gives a dynamic talk, so we will listen to her then. And as always, for all these sessions, we post, including today, we're going to post the session onto the church's YouTube and also online accounts, so you can get the links. If you can't catch it live, you can catch it on replay. Also, the Personal Finance Ministry will be hosting a wealth building summit. That's an all-day
Wait, what time in March is
March. It's 11 a.m.
11 a.m.
March is 11 a.m. But on April 18th, all day beginning, we'll have a continental breakfast at church. So that will start around 7:30, but around 8:30, 8:45 or so, we'll get going with sessions. We're just having speakers all day. It's going to be a full lunch. So you can come and get a full meal, continental breakfast, a full meal. We have panel discussions, different topics, including Ms. Bowles, who's here. She'll be presenting on insurance, everything you know about insurance. So with different topics going on. And so if you've been a participant in this ministry over the years, you will know many of the speakers who will be presenting during that session. So come down, get a good meal, get some good education. But it'll be April 18th, all day. Also, as you all know, Zelda and I are highly involved in the married couples ministry at our church. And on Valentine's Day, which is February 14th, at the church, we will have a Valentine's Day regale. It's going to be in the evening. It's going to receptions at 6. The dinner is at 7. It's going to be a full dinner, a good dinner. There's going to be a jazz quartet playing during the dinner. And afterwards, we're going to have a DJ. So come dressed in your best or even semi-best with your date. If you're single, it's sponsored by the Married Couples Ministry, but we're all about sponsoring love in relationships. So bring a date or just come out if you
Bring your Valentine.
bring your
Bring your
Valentine.
boo.
Or what are the other words? Valentine. What's the other
Your
third?
boo.
Okay, your boo. And just have a good time. There's no charge for it. It is free. Donations are welcome, but the information is out there on that. But we would like to see everybody there as well. If you have any questions about anything, just get in touch with Zelda or myself. You all know how to reach us, or you can call the church, 804-643-8157. The church office can get you all additional
We
information
can check out the website.
or the website.
Mhm.
Mr. Johnson, what was the name of that the book? Can you repeat that book for me again?
Yes, it's Wealth Building Secrets from the Bible. And it's Mr. Karachi. I think I have that right.
Yeah.
I'll look it up.
Jonathan Garachi, Wealth Building Secrets
The
from the
author.
Bible. And we're listening to the audible book
Okay.
on that day. And then afterwards we'll have a conversation about it.
Awesome. Yeah, we're big on reading, and educating ourselves too. So I'm definitely I was not like this before this business. So now my husband was a reader. And now he thinks I'm crazy. It's like now this woman is like his wife has just transformed over the years. But yeah, I want to look that up. So thank you for that. Thanks for sharing.
Absolutely. So you can read chapters 1 through 6 before the next day. So you can catch up with us.
They're short chapters.
It's short. It's easy to read. It's easy to read. All right. So why don't we go ahead and close us out in prayer? Dear God, we are again so appreciative of this opportunity. Thank you for the speaker of the hour. Bless her, and thank you for allowing her the opportunity to come and present a good idea to us. Also, Michelle Henderson, thank you for allowing her to be here as well. Bless them and their families. Bless everybody who's on this Zoom call. Bless those who could not make it, and bless those who are going to see it. Bless everyone. Bless our finances, our good health. Bless our church, our pastor, our first lady. Let us be safe through this storm. Let it be a storm that does not affect us too much. Bless those who are on the streets and could not get out of it. Wrap your warm hands around them. Bless those who are bereaved and who are sick. It's in your Son, Jesus' name, we do pray. Amen.
Amen. Thank you, everyone, for coming.
That was good. Thank you guys for having me. Definitely
Thank
appreciate it.
you.
And Zelda, if you have any questions, well, you know how to reach me. I'm just a phone
Okay.
call or text away. Okay.
Thank you.
Bye. Y'all have a good one.